Opgepast, wij gaan starten.
Opgepast, we gaan starten.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
Move it!
Look out, here we go.
We're flying high, we're flying right up to the sky. We fly so high, we're flying right up to the sky. Wow, I feel good.
I have a dream.
Fucking high speed.
Can't touch this.
Attention!
Can't touch this.
Oh shit, why is it showing the game box? Oh fuck, okay, why is it showing the game capture? Why is my webcam not working? Hello? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Koen's Corner. I need to fix this freaking thing. Ain't this fucking awkward? Okay, hang on a second. I know how to fix this. It's a little annoying that I have to do this, but fuck it, it is what it is, right? Alright. Let's deactivate you. And work. There we go. How's it going, creators? Welcome to Koen's Corner. Why is it that every single time I do one of these, something goes horribly wrong? Maybe I'm just unlucky. Oh well. For those of you who missed the announcement, I will be going on vacation for a little while. About a week or so. So I want to do one quick live stream before I actually do. Don't know how long we're gonna be doing this for. Probably not an awfully long time, but we'll have to wait and see. We're mostly just here for the vibes today. That's what we usually are, but really excited to just have a good chat with y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm just gonna put all of my current projects that I currently have in the works on hold for at least a week until I actually get back into working on more stuff. I am actually working on a lot of things as we speak, so shit, I still don't have a proper button to switch between applications. That is something that I plan on getting at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of very cool things in the works. And I'm just going to give you guys a brief preview of all that is to come. We've got a bunch of scripts. Most of them I still have yet to properly work on and to finish. But that will be worked on once I come home from my vacation. Or maybe I will write up a few things here during my vacation. I will bring my laptop with me, so maybe I will do some work on these. But for the most part, it's gonna be on hold. So the main ones that I'm currently working on is a video on SpongeBob's Survival of the Idiots titled How Nostalgia Affects Our Perspectives. This is going to be a very interesting one. Really excited about that. I want to work on a video to do with the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm kind of juggling a couple of ideas there. The main thing that I probably want to focus on with this one is Claude Frollo. Just because I think he has the most interesting story out of every single character in that movie. So that's gonna be fun. The main reason I create is gonna be a very personal one. That one will be fun to work on. The Snow White remake, I can obviously trash that whole script, because that video is already long since released. And there's a bunch of other ideas here that I will be working on very soon again. So, that's gonna be fun. Queen Day and Night YT, welcome! Happy Mother's Day! Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope you all are having a good one. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. The next little while. Oh shit! I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh shit! Hit my keyboard. Yeah, I'm really not in the greatest space to be flipping right now, but I also wasn't in a bunch of other streams that I've done that, so I don't know, man. But yeah, I didn't really have that much planned for this one. Normally I would be streaming Doom or something like that, but I don't know. I just felt like doing some vibes. Every once in a while you gotta be but sheesh with God. Well, that's good at least. I'm really sorry, I'm not entirely certain on how to respond to that properly. I'm not religious myself, so... I do like to think that there are things beyond Earth, like heaven and hell, shit like that, you know? But... I don't know. It is fascinating to think about, though. Religions are always really interesting to really think about and to even read into. Like, that's a big part of the reason why The Hunchback of Notre Dame is such a fascinating thing for me, and why I kind of want to make a video on it. It's because The Hunchback of Notre Dame puts a lot of emphasis on religion. And it's a really interesting discussion to me anyway, for that reason. To bring up The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know how interesting it will be to a lot of people, though, if I was to talk about it, its religious themes. Of which there are a fair few. Virtually nobody talks about it. And maybe there is a good reason for that, but... it is interesting to me, and PhoenixStarYT and Koen's Corner is kind of about what I find the most interesting about animation and whatnot. There's a lot of very cool themes that we can discuss there. I lost my age at the age of 14. Oh, that sucks. That's so tragic. I'm so sorry to hear. I hope you and your family are doing well today, though. Despite all that happening. Like, the loss of a loved one is always going to be rough, no matter how long ago it's been. Like, some of us in my family are still mourning the loss of my grandfather. I know I still am. That really affected us in a lot more ways than one. I have a grandmother. That's awesome. Be sure to show her as much love as you can whenever you see her. Because you might not know when she'll inevitably be gone. Damn, this got serious quick. Okay. But no, seriously. It is really, really important that that you show your older family, especially, lots of love. No, you're good, no worries. I totally get that. I genuinely hope you're doing fine, though. I genuinely hope you're good these days. Like, loss is incredibly hard for anyone. And, it's an ugly thing that I don't think we'll ever be able to combat. So it's a big part of the reason why it is so important to just live your life to the best of your abilities and to just enjoy it as much as you can. Like, obviously, I say this a lot in my videos, and it's become so much of a cliche at this point, but it just bears repeating. Life is so incredibly hard. Being alive is so difficult for so many people. And, yeah. Kids need to know this stuff as well. Yeah, it's a big part of the reason why I talk about it so often. Why I talk about so many, much more serious topics that you don't often see that many people talk about in the animation community, I don't think. Like, there's the mysterious Mr. Enter who does talk about that kind of stuff from time to time, but even he doesn't really talk about it that much. Phantom Strider has completely moved on from animation in favor of more general topics that he finds a lot more interesting to talk about. But when it comes to the animation, like, I prefer to just really talk about more serious topics being discussed by other pieces of media, you know? Because there's not really a lot of emphasis being put on that, and I also think that in general it's just really important to get a sort of message across in the videos that you make, and I think the videos that I have been making lately have been really helping with that. It's a big part of the reason why my Snow White video came out the way that it did, and why it exists in the way that it does. Like, let me actually just put it up real quick.
The original.
Just because. Oh, no, don't play, please. Like, this video, I really went hard into discussing more real subject matters that very few people really think about or talk about, and I think it's important to do so. I hope Mr. Enter is doing okay. It's hard to say these days. Because Mr. Enter doesn't really talk that much about real life stuff anymore. He talks a lot about what often goes on online. Like, a lot of the stuff that goes on with him on the internet and whatnot, which is understandable. A lot of stuff goes on in that front, but yeah. I will say this, he has been uploading a lot less and less the more time went on. I don't know how well he is doing in terms of ad revenue, but when I see those views, it really does not really give me a whole lot of confidence. He used to be a brony, or still is. I don't know if he still is. Like, My Little Pony is definitely the... he started making My Little Pony videos, but he has completely transitioned away from that stuff since then. Because there just is not big enough of an audience for that kind of thing anymore. Like, a lot of that audience has moved on to many other things. And it just is not profitable anymore to be making My Little Pony videos. Which is also partly why I personally don't make My Little Pony videos anymore. It's, for one thing, it's not worth it, and in the way that I was making them, it was really not that interesting. If I was to ever talk about anything My Little Pony anymore, it would probably be in the same style as Koen's Corner, where I would just talk about a real topic being discussed by My Little Pony, and just call it a day that way. But I'll have to wait and I'll have to see what I'll do with that. Yeah, this is where he really started to blow up. Animated Atrocities. That's where the channel really started to peak all of a sudden. No, My Little Pony is not necessarily a thing of the past. The thing with My Little Pony is that it has just always been a little bit too niche of a thing. Like, there's the cartoon community, which is already kind of a small niche in the grand scheme of things. Like, there's a considerably small amount of people who actually care that much about cartoon content anymore. And the only few people who do still manage to stay relevant in that space are people like Saber Spark, Rebel Taxi, God, who else was there? Chef Rillis, I guess? And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot of people anymore who get all that popular through animation content anymore. It really does not help the fact that when you're gonna do My Little Pony content, that's a niche inside of a niche. And when you're doing niche inside of a niche, there's just a much smaller audience, that you just have a much smaller audience at your disposal. Now, granted, Mr. Enter did accumulate a decent number of views when he was doing My Little Pony, but, I mean, when you compare the views on his My Little Pony reviews, like Snowdrop got 118k, but then you compare it to Animated Atrocities Apparel for Gary, 700,000. MLP fans are still making MLP music like Prince whatever. Yeah, I've seen a lot of My Little Pony artists still being active in the community, or pony artists, or whatever you want to call them these days. Still very active. Which is awesome to see, that the community is still as active as it is. It's maybe not as big as it once was. Like, in my experience anyway, there's a lot of people who have long since moved on from it, and who have decided to no longer be active in this community. They have moved on to other communities that they feel much more at home at. Like, I have personally seen a bunch of people come and go in the community in favor of the My Little Pony, in favor of, say, the furry fandom and stuff like that. I have no idea who Brony Dance Party is. What is this? Yeah, there's just so much stuff that Mr. Enter has done over the years. What is his most viewed video? I'm actually very curious about that. Top 25 most disturbing kids episodes. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, his collaboration with Pie Guy Rules was a really big review. Pie Guy Rules has recently returned as well, which is interesting. Really cool. Notice how literally all of the videos, all of his most popular videos, are the very angry ones. Like, Drawn Together, the Big Very Scare Share, Fart Baby. Which, if I recall correctly, Mr. Enter actually considers this worse than the entirety of a Doll Party cartoon, which is very funny to me. Hey Kevin, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good myself, thank you very much. How are you? Also, I find it... Why does Mr. Enter use two extremely gross close-ups as the thumbnail for two of his videos? Like, I know those two are some of the more memorable and iconic shots from those episodes, but like, These are ridiculously, wildly gross. Yeah. I could actually do that, sure. I don't even know what they do, but I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be finding them by just straight up Googling them. So let's just do it this way. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing much of anything from them here, unfortunately. Oh, it's just Brony Dance Party. Okay, let's see. Oh, they have not made much of anything in over 8 years. I think I may have actually seen some of this before. Let's see. I'm probably not gonna play any of this, just because copyright and whatnot. I don't want to run into that much problems. He's long gone. Yeah, I had a feeling. The same thing happens with a lot of other Brony artists, I feel, these days. Like I said, a lot of people in the community are moving on to other things. Like, there are some people in this in the community who are still active, but I don't even know. Like, there's Lightning Bliss who still makes My Little Pony-esque content, but none of the content that she really makes is really related to My Little Pony itself, other than the fact that she uses My Little Pony as characters in her videos. So, isn't it great to be different? Yeah, that sounds like a pretty decent song, actually. But yeah, recently Josh Scorcher also came back to reviewing My Little Pony, although I don't know if... He used to do it like every single week at one point, but then he kinda slowed down, and then at some point he just didn't upload much of anything at all anymore. Which is a real shame. I do really like the FOB Equestria channel. I think he makes amazing videos. But it's just one of those things where it's just a little bit too big of a niche. It's a niche inside of a niche. It's cartoon content, which in and of itself is not the most popular content in the world. And then it's also My Little Pony. People tend to disappear out of the blue these days. Well, the thing with FOB Equestria is that he did not exactly disappear. He just was active on a completely different channel, which... he did not link here, but I can show you who this is. The FOB Equestria channel is owned by Josh Scorcher, who makes top 10 videos on a variety of video game related subject matters. And he also makes a whole collection of great villain songs, which is kind of interesting. He made the Smile Song Project. What is the Smile Song Project? Please do tell me. I'm very curious. But yeah, Josh Scorcher is awesome guy. Absolutely amazing creator. Love him. So yeah. Should I? Nah, I'm just gonna look it up, why not? Again, I'm not gonna be playing it. Just because of copyright reasons. I've been very careful about copyright because of this nonsense right here. on my Snow White video, like, the claim is still being, the appeal that I made to my, to the claim that I got on the Snow White video is still being reviewed. I don't think Disney is ever gonna come back to me. They're just gonna let the claim expire and leave me in the dark about it, but, you know. I'm glad that it's at the very least, that the claim is at the very least lifted for the time being, and that I at the very least get to show the video to some people who are interested in it. Immediately I can see Minty Root in here, which is... Is this Minty Root? I actually don't remember. But yeah. I tried to reverse image search myself online and used an AI app and searched on my name and phone number. I'm a ghost online considered. Yeah. That does happen. A lot of those tools, like, I've been seeing a lot of tools like that pop up recently, where it's like, hey, you can Google yourself using this AI app that will show you all of the deepest and darkest secrets about yourself and your friends and your spouse. And it's like, okay, how truthful is this actually? Is it really that easy to find all of my deepest and darkest secrets online? Because as far as I'm aware, I'm not especially vocal about a lot of stuff in my personal life. Some things I have been open about, some things I have talked about, but usually I am not that open. Like, the thing with a lot of these is that they literally just use Google as a method of finding stuff about you. But if you barely even post much of anything online, then it gets really challenging for something to be found. Magpie Pony got demonetized. Yeah, I know. So did Storm XF3. This kind of stuff has been happening a lot more recently. To even some adult content, I believe, on YouTube. It's wild that that kind of stuff happens. That's what I like, not being found online and staying under the radar. I think that's a very good way to look at it. Yeah, the Lost Narrator too. I think the same thing happened to who else were there? Glitch, the creators of the Amazing Digital Circus, also had one of their videos being falsely flagged as for kids, which is hilarious because the Amazing Digital Circus is clearly intended for a mature audience. Other than the fact that that series has no swearing in it, because all of the swearing is censored. Which is a really bad way to do it. It really should, like, if you're going to target your series as for a mature audience only, or rated R or whatever, the best way to do it is to just do not give a shit and just throw everything out the door and just do whatever you need to do to keep your content from getting demonetized or flagged as for kids. It's a terrible thing to happen. YouTube needs to get better at their job. Okay, so here is the problem with what YouTube is, with how YouTube is doing this. Literally all of their moderation is done through bots. So if I swear, I'll just leave it like I don't give a damn. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, that's exactly what you gotta do. Like, censoring your content these days is just gonna get you more shit than it's really worth it. So, I don't even really bother with censoring myself either. Even though I also don't really swear that much anyway in my videos, but that's another story entirely. The thing with YouTube and the way that it moderates their websites is that everything is done with bots. That copyright claim that I got on my video was thanks to a bot that to the content ID bots that recognized the footage that I was using in the video, that being of course Snow White, and it automatically flagged it as copyrighted, and that is what caused that to happen. Excuse me. Which really sucks. And the thing is that it is just the reality of. It is just it just comes with the territory of the kind of content that I produce. And everything on YouTube is handled in that sense. Everything that YouTube does, every single moderation tool that they have, including the system that determines whether your content is actually made for kids or not, it's all done automatically with computer software, with bots and whatnot. Now, there is an argument to be made for those bots being programmed a little bit better than what they are, but there's really only so much that YouTube can do. The literal best way that YouTube can do this is if they would if they get every single video checked manually by a human being. But they're not going to do that, because it would mean that they would have to get that determined by volunteers who will not get paid, and people would actually have to be willing to actually do that for them, or they would have to wire people and pay them within their own staff, within their own team, to get that all done. If you just look at YouTube in the state that it currently is, it literally just cannot be done, because millions of videos get posted every single second on this whole website. So there is absolutely no way that YouTube will ever be able to properly moderate every single video that comes up, even if they have millions of volunteers working with them to do all of this. To do all of this. I feel like if you put even one small of effort in editing it out, you'll get demonetized. I think that also kind of depends on your general audience in general, because YouTube's analytics, because YouTube can literally show you what your general audience is, what demographic they're in, what kind of age group they're in. The problem is that most people that you will find there are registered as 18 plus, because it is very easy to bypass YouTube's age verification system. Now, in recent years, they have been using age verification via ID, so you would have to post a picture of your ID to YouTube itself if you want to get your age verified these days. Which is a terrible security and privacy concern. But it's literally one of the only ways that you can really do that anymore. Yeah, Discord has that too. So I don't care. I love to make videos, and with YouTube I just let it go and yeah, Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'm just giving you an explanation of the way that things work around here. I just trust people with... I don't trust people with ID information, as you should. You should not. This is... your ID contains extremely sensitive information that you should not hand to anyone. For any reason. Like... There's a lot of Discord servers as well nowadays. A lot of 18 plus Discord servers specifically that require you to show your ID with your date of birth very clearly on site. Now, the only thing that they often need, in all fairness, is your date of birth, so you can't just wipe everything else out if you want it. But I've also seen some servers that want your full ID on screen. Which is definitely not a good thing. So. I guess I'm literally everything they'll need to know everything about you as a sitting. Yeah. It's definitely very sus when they do that. So. It's tough. But then there's also a discussion to be had about what can Discord do at this point? What can YouTube do at this point? Because there really is not a good way to properly verify someone's age. There are a bunch of systems that the Netherlands has in place that you can use to get your age verified. But then again, privacy concerns and security concerns. So what other methods could we utilize to verify someone's age properly and securely? I don't really think there is very many. So, yeah, it's rough. It's really rough. Like, these companies just went for the absolute extreme by letting us verify our age with ID verification. But is the most extreme answer the only answer? Or is there another method that we could use? This is something to think about. And it's something that I will absolutely be thinking about in the near future. And that I might talk about later. For them it is. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God. This thing is really, really, really light, so it's a little hard to flip very well. Really doesn't help that I suck at this, so. Oh. Whoops. Something that I could potentially do here. Oh. All they are caring about is money, lives don't matter. I don't know about that. Like, you can look at it that way, but YouTube and Discord know better than that. Or Google and Discord know better than that. Like, I don't like to, if there's one thing that I don't like to, if there's one argument that I don't like to make, it's that companies don't only do what they do for money or whatever. Especially when it comes to something as big and as volatile and as vulnerable as YouTube and Discord is. Like, companies can be scummy, but there's I think that there are other much better, much more interesting arguments to make about them than just they only care about money, they don't care about people. But that's just how I look at it personally. Like, it's a notion that I've seen pop up a lot in recent years, specifically. Ever since inflation happened and whatnot, like... there is definitely an argument to be made for some companies, I would say. I would say that Activision is the biggest offender. Because Activision does literally everything it can within its power to milk money out of people. Actually, Bethesda has also done a lot of very scummy things when it comes to that, so... Now, I will say this, though, about Discord, is that Discord Nitro is genuinely such a stupid thing to be paying money for. Like, I pay for it because I like the customization options that it gives. But, I mean, this shit is just really not worth the money that you spend on it. It's so utterly stupid. Let me actually just show it. This is so dumb. The fact that this is even a thing that I have to pay for. So, Discord Nitro, where is the thing even? Here we go. Let it just load for a second. Yeah, Nitro is literally just $9.99 a month. I should refresh my subscription real quick, because otherwise I lose all of my customization. And literally all that this comes with is the ability to boost other Discord servers. So they profit from you, essentially. Customization. Custom emotions in any server, so you can upload your own emojis to Discord and use them in any server you want, I guess. HD video streaming, and that's about it. You basically won't get any benefits for your Discord servers. You will still have to pay for those. And you have to rely on server boosts to get the benefits that you may want out of your Discord server. And those boosts you can only get from Nitro users. Because otherwise it will cost them extra. It's utter bullshit that it works like that. And it's honestly... Like, I've said this a number of times as well. Oh god! Suddenly a video in my on my phone playing. Shit. Make it free or just don't make it at all. Yeah, just offer all of the features that you have to us for free. Don't require your users to pay for fucking Discord customizations, you know? It's so dumb. So dumb. It's basically a Twitch sub-tier. I don't fully agree with that one, to be honest. Because the way that Twitch sub-tiers work is that you directly support the Twitch streamer that you enjoy watching. So when you pay for a Twitch sub, you directly support your favorite streamer financially that way. And that is why that's why so many people do it as well. The only issue with Twitch, however, is that you have to be an affiliate to even allow people to subscribe to your Twitch channel. But that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm pretty sure I brought that up in my live streaming video a few years ago, where I was basically documenting all of the issues that you will run into if you were to live stream on Twitch or anywhere for that matter. Although YouTube doesn't offer that functionality from the get-go either. You have to have 1,000 subscribers at the very least to monetize your YouTube channel in any way. So I don't know. It's a whole thing. I still prefer live streaming on here than I do on Twitch, though. On here, you at the very least have some basic functionality that you do not get with Twitch from the get-go. We even discussed that a while back. Yeah, there's a very good chance. I've talked about this kind of stuff a lot in the past. I still find it utterly hilarious that Twitch locks certain features for you until you, unless you finally get Twitch affiliation or partnership. Like, the ability for your audience to switch between different resolutions on the fly. Why is that not an option that you give all of your users from the get-go? Why is that a feature that I have to unlock by becoming an affiliate on your stupid ass platform? YouTube allows me to do it just fine. I can, if I was to open up a live stream on YouTube, even my own live streams, even though my live streams are worth jack shit, I can very easily switch between different resolutions on the fly just by pressing the little cog button and then changing my resolution that way. So if my live stream is a little bit stuttery in 1080p for some reason, I can switch it to 720 or 360. Specifically 360 because 480 doesn't exist anymore on YouTube, unfortunately, for some reason. 144 I believe still exists though. Does that still exist? Let me actually check. Yeah, 144. This video can still be set to 480p. Okay, that's weird. Oh well. A lot of very weird shenanigans going on YouTube these days. I don't even know what's going on. There is one thing that I would like to do real quick on here. So, I have not done this in a long time. That is the full screen. I was hoping it would just stream my game real quick. Do it. Why is it not doing the thing? Hang on. I need to... Oh! Okay, I think I know what's going on. It's doing this weird thing. There we go. That fixed it. Sort of. It's slightly overscanned, but that's fine. My phone gives notification sounds here and there, but there is nothing. Gamecapture doesn't work like that anymore. Well, it doesn't work like that, it seems, in Streamlabs. I don't know how it goes in OBS, but I don't know, man. It's really weird. Should we start a brand new world? This is a thing that I'm going to do on something else entirely. I think I already beat this. The Dropper. But, we could always check this out. Let's actually just have a little bit of fun getting into some nostalgia here. So first of all, a Space Invaders big ass thing. But also, let's just do a couple of these. Let's have a little bit of fun. So, I actually recently played this, so I know how this is gonna go. Where is the checkpoint? Set spawn. Here we go. I should also be able to see what that does, though. So, let's see. There we go. Set spawn point. So, who here remembers the Dropper? Who here actually remembers this map? I don't know if many do, but you might once you actually see what this is about. The shaders are really damn bright in this environment, so let's just turn off those things. All right. This is gonna be fun. So, for those of you who don't know what this is, the Dropper is a really, really old map. Was very popular back in the early 2010s, when Minecraft was still very much booming everywhere on YouTube. I don't know if it still is today, but there was a time when Minecraft was absolutely huge, and this was one of the most popular maps that you could download at the time. So basically what you do is you get on these golden blocks, which literally nobody did. You either press this button, or you pull the lever. You drop down, and the goal is to land in the water and survive. There were also a bunch of diamonds hidden everywhere, which I got 13 of. I want to see if I can get all of them. There's 16 in total. And it's gonna be a fun ride. So, you just fall down. And the goal is to land in the water. And that is it. That is the whole map. And this was huge back in 2013. I don't fully know why, but it just was. We're gonna do all of these levels. I'm gonna try to do this without dying once. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun. Well, this one is really not that hard. Some of these levels are a little bit broken. Like, this is not supposed to be like that. This water is supposed to be one solid string. And this water is not supposed to be over here. It's supposed to just be one giant wall of water. So some of these levels are a little bit broken. And I think there's not a lot of them. There's only 2, I think, that are broken. But some of these are broken. Oh, look at this! Ah, I already failed at level 3, man. Come on. I didn't spawn back to the frickin' level selector. Alright, let's just do this then. We're gonna beat this. We're gonna do this right now. Yeah, cars. So you want to get the farthest one over here. You could also get this one if you really so desired, but I just wanted to make this a little bit more interesting for myself, I guess. So. But yeah, this is what the map basically entails. It's really simple. It's really not that exciting. But it was kind of... It was kind of crazy that somebody would actually take the time to make this. Because this map was also utterly massive, as you can probably tell. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. And so for that reason, it also was just really, really epic to see. And some of these were literally just based off of things that you would often find in your own house. So this is a kitchen, a bathroom, and whatnot, you know. So how did I come up with kitchen? That's so stupid. But yeah, this place is utterly massive. I guarantee you that there's probably been some mods involved at the creation of this. Like, back then, mods like World Edit were also incredibly popular. Ah! Yeah, see, this is one of the ones that I was talking about that is a little bit broken. So, normally, what you would do is, a few of these holes are blocked. They're boarded up, so you will not be able to fall through them. Well, I mean, normally there is no stone over here. In this particular hole, this hole right here, this should be open. Needless to say, it no longer is. And I think that is because this lava is just kind of broken. It's flowing down where it really should not. So, that's a little bit of a bummer. The fact that this is so utterly broken. And I think this is the one where I could not even get the diamond. Because it would be behind this lava over here. So I couldn't even get it. Really sucks that that is the case. But it is what it is. What do you do? Period. Let me just show you what it is. It's a toilet. And you gotta make sure to... obviously, completely miss the boats. You gotta fall straight in the middle there. Well, not really in the middle, because there's boats there now, but... it's a really strange little thing, this map. I don't think there was anything up here. Let's actually just get out of here. So that we can move on to the next level, because this level is weird. I don't fully remember where the diamond was. Oh yeah, it was right over here. Found it. I already had it. It's already in my inventory, but you know. Just showing you. But yeah, 2013, this map was... it was also one of the... I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the first ones to really incorporate command blocks in a really interesting way. Because you, they teleport you all throughout the map, making it really, really slick. And making it really easy to just go through the entire map. Also, a little fun fact about the state of this map, just to give you an idea of how broken it is. In the latest version, these were all night vision potions. But it no longer has night vision potions. And the reason for that is because, well... I think that something went horribly wrong in the conversion of putting this map into the latest version that we're currently looking at. So, I think, though, what I can do is give myself night vision this way. Infinite. There we go. And now we can just see in the dark. I guess I could also just make it daytime, but I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference in this case. Yeah, because there's just a giant roof over here. Ooh. Okay. AC Black Flag resynced. Nice! Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, that's really dang epic, man. I hope you have fun with it. Oh, ooh. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful here. This map can be quite tricky to traverse. Just because it is really massive and there's so much going on here. A little fun fact about these kinds of living room levels, I'll call them, is that a lot of these particular kinds of levels were used for, say, another map that the same guy who made this built. I think it was called Fly in the House, and it is literally just a map where you sit in minecarts and you traverse through a gigantic house of sorts. That was built by one singular guy, I believe. It was really crazy that that was a thing that that he was able to accomplish, but he did, and he did a kind of stellar job at it too. It was really wild. The game gets released on July the 9th. Nice. So you still got a little time to hype yourself up for it. Ah, I thought I was gonna make it! I'm so stupid! Alright. Attempt number 2! I'm doing this way too optimistically. Oh no, I made it. Cool. Thank God for these cobwebs, huh? Alright, from here, step by step. So let's just go down. And hopefully it will go right this time. No, I don't necessarily need to eat golden apples all the time over here in this section. I don't think. And there we go. There we go. We made it. We made it, creators. Alright, let's actually see if I can find that diamond. Because I don't think I have the diamond from this level yet. So let's see if we can find it. Oh, there's a chest right over there. Let's see if I can actually get there very easily right here. Did I get it? Oh, I did get it. Okay, cool. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me, guys. It's been a very long week, and it's been a very long period in general. So I've been really tired, and I'm honestly glad that I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow, because I really did need it. I even made a video of me reacting to the game, of how it looks, and got convinced to buy it. That's perfectly fair. Though, to be honest, I don't necessarily think that you really need much of a reason to pre-order much of anything. If you genuinely believe that that you're going to enjoy a game that you pre-ordered, hey, all the power to you. Not really something that I would do, though. Oh, I remember this one. Hell. A lot of these I remember having a lot of trouble with. When I first played the dropper way back when I was a kid, I had a lot of trouble with so many of these freaking things. It's a lot more difficult than you would honestly think. Like, it's not as easy as I'm making it look right now. I've struggled a lot in this map when I was a kid. A lot of us have. Like, this map is really tough. This is probably the one that I struggled with the most recently, when I was playing through this. Because, I mean, You're gonna find out what exactly this is very soon, but I think I'm stuck. I put myself in a very shitty position, and I survived! How did I do that? Alright. Let's keep going. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Down, down. Even when the sky is falling down. Okay, I'm in a really shitty spot there. Okay, there's a giant pool of water down there. Let's see if we can make it. We're gonna make it! There we go. And is there anything in these chests? No, there is nothing. Is there anything in here? These are supposed to be night vision potions, I believe. Also, I'm gonna show you what exactly I was just jumping through. This is absolutely wild, the fact that somebody actually made this. It's a giant skeleton. My profile picture is me currently. My hair is longer. Nice. I think you actually told me about that fairly recently, that you let your hair grow a little bit longer. Oh! Don't want to do that whole thing again, but yeah. This is where what we were just inside of. It's a giant skeleton. Again, let me preface this. Somebody actually made this whole map from scratch by hand. I think that there were some world edits, involved, but it really, I don't think it was really that much. So, that's wild to think about, isn't it? Also, oh yeah, I remember this. We're going up here. Set spawn. What was in here? A lot of potions, probably night vision. Don't really need that anymore. And this is a whole living room, and it's upside down. Actually, is this a living room? No, this looks like some sort of studying room, actually. The point is, it's upside down. Which is cool, I guess. It's really very strange how this map came together. Looks more like a bedroom. Oh yeah, it is a bedroom, actually. Holy shit. That's a giant-ass bed over there. Also, 8-bit Mario and Pac-Man ghosts. Oh man, how flippin' cool is that? How flippin' cool. How flippin' cool. I don't know why I talk like that. I'm really sorry. I should not do that. There's a save over here. And there's a dispenser full of water bottles at this point. Let's see. I have to follow the pumpkins and land in the cobwebs. And hopefully you got a few minutes, because we're going to be stuck here for a bit. Come on. There we go. Let's see what we can find around here. Well, I mean, I already know. Also, let's take a quick peek at the map. Because you can probably see it from right over here. Oh, shit. You can probably see it from right over here. Something is gonna come up here. A giant spiral is gonna come up very soon. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really, really fun. And land in the cobwebs again. Then there's a bunch of cobwebs down there. Just drop. And there we go. Let's actually see if I can get out of here by breaking one of these. I don't actually know if this is possible. It probably isn't from the looks of it. Oh, man. Wire cobwebs are slow, creators. But yeah. Just... I want to go into creative real quick. I just want to show you guys. Look at how utterly huge this place is. And this is not even everything. There is so much more to this. And I'm just gonna look for that diamond over here, because I don't think I actually grabbed the diamond in this map yet. It's here. There we go. That makes 14! 14! I just need 2. 2 more to complete this map. And also, an impossible staircase. Look at that. I mean, if you look close enough, you can already tell how this is made, but this was kind of wild. Anyway, let's go for a big spiral of colors. Woo! Oh, I almost got it. Almost got it in one take. Let's retry that. Look at this utterly insane thing. Look at this. This is amazing. And I mean, that spiral actually looks wild on the minimap as well. Yeah. The map creator definitely has my respects for making as much of an effort as they did to create this. It's definitely a map that I still really love coming back to. It's really fun. Oh, God. Excuse me. Let's go for the next one. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to do this. So, the goal is to drop down here. Keep looking straight and move left and right. Based on that giant trail right in front of you. It's hard as balls to do this. I want to try it. I want to see if I can do this legitly. The answer is probably no, apparently. Alright. Look forward. Move only left and right. Just do this. The problem is that you just fall way too fast for you to actually be able to teleport. It's really annoying to do this. I did it! I did it! I actually freaking... Why is there another portal right here? Oh, that's probably because it generated from that thing. That's honestly sick. All right, look at this. This is a giant ass heart. It's a human heart. Look at this. Oh boy. Again, they just built this by... It's crazy what they actually were able to accomplish with this. Flint and steel, not necessary because the portal is already on. So we don't need that anymore. And then there's just a pig over here. Because of course it is. And let's see what more we can do. Oh, wait, what? No, man, we're back to the beginning of this. Alright, let's, we're not doing that. Hang on. Where is the freaking thing? Look at this absolute madness. So this whole map was built on top of a super flat world, as you can probably tell. And, I mean, just... Oh, this explains why there is actually light coming through in this room. Because of the glass. So crazy to also see this from the outside. I've never seen this from the outside, by the way. This is all new to me. But also this giant freaking skeleton that they built. How high up are we actually? Oh. Yeah, alright. That's one way to do it, I guess. You can also just build yourself up to the very top of the map. That's one way to do it. Yeah, this is that living room. This is the spiral. Let's see, where is the thing? Oh, it's probably way over there. Cool. So, this is also something that that they did. Is actually kinda... It's kinda painful to look at from here. But this right here is one giant-ass grid made up of coal... no, not even coal blocks. These are black wool. And, I don't know what possessed them to actually build this. But they did. And it goes without saying, but this thing is utterly wild to look at. And I kinda want to go in there and check it out from... oh no, that's the last level. Let's actually see if I can go all the way down here. Because I just want to show what this looks like when we actually fall through it. Which, yes, can be done. Yeah, there's the plateau over there. Playing through this map again, to be honest, it brings back a lot of memories for me. Because I played this way back in the day. I was like, I want to say 13 to 14, something like that. That was when I last played this map. And here is another portal that you use to get over here. Unfortunately, I don't think this portal really works. And take a look at this. Whoa! I hope that did not hurt your eyes. But yeah, utterly wild. The fact that somebody built this and made it work, it looks crazy. And we're at the last level, Blood. And this is the hardest one in the whole thing. Let's actually see if we can do it in one take. We did. And then the diamond is way up here, I think. Apparently I lied. Oh, it's up there. Cool. So let's just get up here and get that freaking thing. I already did, apparently. Yeah. 14 diamonds is apparently the best I can do in this for the time being. I might get back to it and get the other diamonds. But for the time being, I think that's really it for this. This was a lot of fun. This was a very brief portion of the video. But, I still had a lot of fun just kind of doing this whole section of the live stream. That was great. Getting back to this. And, you know, I think I'm honestly gonna call it here. Because I still have a long... Oh, God. I think that this is about where I should call it. Based on that one yawn alone. Gonna finish this real quick. Good stuff. I'm gonna thank all of you for watching this live stream. Like I said, all PhoenixStarYT projects are gonna be on hold for a little while until I'm ready to get back to work again. And until then, it has been really great being here on the live stream. It has been great talking to you guys. And I will see you when I see you. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one.